So I searched for catalyst.mulesoft.com. You're able to see my screen now?
Yes, yes. Yeah,
Okay.
but you share me other thing like knowledge hub. So I
Yes,
have to search
Knowledge Hub or catalyst.mulesoft.com. Both will take you to the
the
same
same.
same page. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to use this URL, you can use this as well. Let me show you. Both are the same
Like,
one. Okay. In the last, I will reach the Knowledge Hub only. You will see that.
okay.
Okay. Okay. So let me go here
Mm,
and then I've already logged in. It is not asking me, sorry. Okay, so for you, a question mark will be coming that it will say that you need to agree whatever the terms are there. Okay, and you need
correct.
to choose any point platform. There
Okay.
are three
I agree.
options, and you need to choose any point platform.
Okay. So and there is also three option coming. Any point
Huh.
management plan, government cloud.
Okay, the
So
first one, any point platform. Yep.
again. Okay. 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 So I supposed to log in.
Yes, yes. It will say that you need to provide the access, right? It is saying that.
Yeah. Grant access to you. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. Give the access. Yes, it's correct. Give the access.
Okay. Null object. Attempt to differences in null object. Okay. One more time. I'm trying.
Mhm. If you are using your trial account, then you will not be able to reach there. It will give you error that you are trying to go to the null page like that.
Yeah, it is trial. Yeah, mine is trial.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, for trial account, it will not work. If you are having any client or if you're working for anyone, then you can do this
Yeah, but
with their
I'm
account.
not using this
Okay.
laptop. So,
Okay, okay, okay. So for the client account, let me show you. The steps will be same. Okay.
hmm
And after that you will reach to this page. You can come to my screen now. Okay, you can check this out. So this will be the home page for the catalyst. Okay, you will be
okay.
getting three options. First one is
Mhm.
getting started, which will give you the information about the MuleSoft Catalyst, like what is Catalyst and how to use it. Let me show you. Okay, so
Mhm.
here the first option, uh, yep. So you will get the information about what is catalyst and what are the three pillars of the catalyst, and these three pillars are mainly focusing on your customer success, right? So
Mm, mhm,
catalyst describes what to do, when, and by who. Okay, this
okay.
is the most
Mhm,
important definition of the catalyst and the easiest one as well. Okay, what to do, when, and who will do this. Okay,
mhm,
where the Knowledge Hub assets provides the how in the form of templates, standards, best practices, examples, and webinars. Okay, so
okay.
Catalyst mainly provides you what to do, when to do, and who will be doing that. And in the Knowledge Hub, you will get the information of how to do that in the form of templates, standards, and best practices, and by the examples and webinars. Okay.
Okay. Mhm,
Okay, so these are the three pillars. First one is your business outcome. Okay, so business outcome is like whenever you take the requirements from the customer, you are ensuring about the KPIs. KPIs are key performance indicators. Okay, so
mhm,
it's like making sure clear business outcomes have been identified along with the KPIs and key stakeholders are aligned around them. Okay, so it is related to the taking the requirements. Okay, so you are aware of
mm.
SDLC.
I'm sorry.
SDLC, software development life cycle.
Yes, from design implementation,
Mm-hmm.
starting from design, building, and implementation part. Yeah,
Yep, yep, yep.
and
So
testing also.
mhm,
Yeah, all.
yes,
Uh, okay.
yes, 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 you're right. So as you said, that design will be there, testing will be there, design will be there, development will be there, testing will be there, and after that maintenance will be there, right? But
Mhm.
before designing, you take the requirements, right? So requirement gathering will also be there. Okay, so first step
Mhm.
will be requirement gathering. Okay, second step will be your designing,
Mhm.
then development, and then testing, and then maintenance.
Mhm.
Okay, so for requirement gathering, you take the requirements from the client, you get have the customer meetings and all, you consider some KPIs, and if you are an architect, then you will be considering all the performance and non-performance attributes. Okay.
Mhm.
So next thing will be your designing part. Designing part, you will be using RAML, OAS, whatever we have discussed yesterday, right? And
Mhm.
then you will be doing the development. It will be done by your Anypoint Studio, and you are aware that now, uh, other than Anypoint Studio, we have one more tool that is called Anypoint Builder. It's the new
Okay.
one. Okay, it's the new one.
Mhm.
The beta is released now for Anypoint Builder beta version. Okay,
Okay.
so
Mhm.
Anypoint Studio, or you can say Anypoint Builder, you can use that. Okay, next is testing. Testing, you must be aware of M units,
Mhm.
right? So M units you
Yeah.
can use for that, right? You must be having CI/CD and all CI/CD pipeline in which you are having this M units. Okay. Next thing is maintenance. Let's say in case of any error from the Anypoint platform, you can do the debugging by looking into the logs,
Mhm.
right? So this will be your whole SDLC, and this is your water cycle model, right? Waterfall model.
Yeah. Yeah.
Step one, step two, step three, step four, step five, like that. Okay. So business outcomes will be your requirements gathering thing. Okay.
Mhm.
For understanding it in very layman terms, that's why I explained you SDLC, so that you will be able to relate like where business outcome will come, where this organization enablement will come, where technology delivery will come. Okay, so business outcomes will be your requirements gathering part. Okay, next thing is your technology delivery. Technology delivery is related to the technology when you are doing the building, you are designing, you are doing building these things. Okay. So this will come under technology delivery. So your technology delivery will be having your Anypoint Studio. Okay.
Mhm.
And the last one is your organization enablement. So for maintenance, what is the required thing? Let's say you are the developer. You developed something and now you have to provide this handover to the support team, management services team. So what you will do? You will provide them jar file and all the information related to that particular project that you have created, right?
Mhm.
So you will be
Mhm.
providing them documents, right?
Right. Right.
So creating those documents will come under organization enablement. So you are
Mhm.
enabling the organization, you are providing them information about the use case or a task that you have developed. Okay, so that it will be used for the future.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, so these are the three pillars of your catalyst. Okay, how you will be handling the customer, how will you will be taking the requirements, and then how you will be doing the development part, building the things, and then how you will be enabling the organization to let's say reuse the stuff, or you can say for doing the maintenance part and all. Okay, so this will
Okay.
come under your catalyst. So that how to and when and who will be doing that. Okay,
Okay.
so let's you can read it by yourself. This is just the theory thing. If I will read it, I will also just reading it out, and you have to read that again. If you want me to read, I can do that, but it will not be that much helpful, right?
Okay, yep, yep, I know.
Okay.
So,
So, but this diagram is very important. Let me zoom my screen to show you
mhm,
this diagram. Yep. So, as we discussed, there are three pillars. So, every pillar will be having plan for success. Okay. Establish the foundation and then build to scale and then measure impact.
okay,
Okay. So
mhm,
here it will be the business outcomes, that is taking requirements and all. So first, what is required? Agreeing on the business outcomes and KPIs. So let's say you are getting a new project, you first will be having the conversation with the client. Okay, so you need
mhm,
to be agree, you guys will talk about the requirements and everything, then you need to be on one point, right? You need to
mhm,
be on same page that these will be the business outcomes, these are the KPIs, key performance indicators. Key performance
mhm,
indicators, you know what is that?
mhm,
Okay, key performance indicators, as the name specifies, for the performance of whatever you are going to develop. Okay, so what are the key elements for that? What are the requirements for that? Okay, so
mhm.
next is develop the overall success plan. So this is done in the discussion with the customer, and this will come under the plan for success. Okay, then establish
And
the
let me
foundation.
stop you before you go. What is like KPA? Is
KPIs
or
are yeah, KPIs. Yeah, you want to say something about KPIs?
yeah, what yeah, what does it mean KPIs mean?
Okay, KPIs are the key performance indicators, as the name
Mhm,
specifies, for the performance. What all things matters? Okay, for the
mhm,
best performance, let's say the number of hit matters, right? How many
mhm,
hits we are getting for that particular API, that could come under
mhm,
KPI. Okay, because
mhm,
based on that you are calculating the performance. Okay, so based
mhm.
on whichever attribute you are calculating the performance, that will come under key performance indicator.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, yep, yep.
Yeah. Okay, so for all these three pillars, these four will be considered. Okay, and you can read by yourself these things. Okay, and
Mhm,
because if I will read, that is the same thing, you
mhm.
will be required to read it again. Okay,
Okay, okay,
and this is just the theory part, that's why I'm not like pushing myself to read it now.
okay,
Okay,
okay, yeah.
so first part is to know about what is Catalyst. There's one more thing, let me tell you about that. There is one certification that is for Catalyst, okay, MuleSoft Catalyst, and that is the new certification. Okay, and for that certification, till 7th it is free. If you want to and there is a self-paced training for that. Okay, if you are going to enroll for that, it will be helpful for you to understand MuleSoft Catalyst. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
other than that, you can go for a certification free of cost. Okay,
Okay, okay.
so in the training site it is available. I was also thinking to go for that because this is the new one, even I have to clear that one. Okay, but I was not
Mm-hmm.
getting time, so I'm just suggesting you, if you want to go for that, because it is free for now.
Okay.
And
Until when?
even
Like the free part?
till 7th.
April 7th?
No, 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 Feb 7th. 2 days
Oh,
are left only.
today?
Yes.
Oh, no, no, no.
No,
Please,
you
no.
can do one thing. You can do one thing. What you can do, you can go through the course, that is a self-paced course. I think that is for 12 hours only. Okay. You can just
Okay.
click on that and complete that course. Okay. After
Mm-hmm.
completing the course, you will get the voucher. Okay, you
Okay.
will get the
Okay.
voucher. Once you get the voucher, you can schedule it at any time. Like you can schedule it for next month also. It's up to you, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You just
Okay.
need to complete the self-paced course till 7th.
Mm-hmm.
That's the important thing. After that, you will get the
Oh,
voucher, right?
got it. Got it. Sure. Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm also thinking to do the same. So I thought, like,
Okay.
suggest you.
It's too short,
Like,
to like
yeah,
1 day, maybe more only. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It's not.
But you just need to complete the course. What you can do for now, you can just click on the screens and all, okay, and you just
Mm-hmm.
click on next and wait for some time. It will take time, and then after 12 hours you will get the voucher, and then you can schedule it for next month, let's say, and then you can
Mm-hmm.
read again those slides, right?
Okay. Okay. If it's
Okay,
that easy, Yeah.
yeah, yes, yes,
Right.
because that one
Yeah.
is theoretical one, and that is related to the MuleSoft Catalyst only. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So the first one is to learn about MuleSoft Catalyst that we have already gone through. This is just the introduction of MuleSoft Catalyst. Okay. Let's
Mm-hmm.
see the next one. Next one is begin your Catalyst journey. It will be having the playbooks. Okay. So let me tell you what are playbooks. Playbooks are, you can consider it as a step by step guide.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's like a documents only, so you will be getting the documents under the catalyst. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
these documents will be helpful for you for the customer success, by which you can, like, you can follow these documents. You can know like what are the steps for getting the successful customer response and everything. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
so here you can see there are three pillars again. Okay, and here it is explained that playbooks describes the activities and steps that are required for the successful delivery within the specific focus area and are intended to be adopted by the MuleSoft customers. Okay, and the
Okay.
main focus will be C4E. You are aware of C4E, Center for Enablement?
No.
Okay, so C4E was there in the MCD level 1 also. C4E means there is one team that will be created. Let's say, let me delete this. Okay. So, sorry, not this one. Okay, so every time there will be a team that will be created. That will be that could be a centralized team. Okay, that team will ensure whether you are following all the steps that are required for MuleSoft and all, like design first approach is being followed. Okay, best
Mm-hmm.
practices are being followed in the project or not. Best practices are like adding the correct variable names and all, right? So best
Mm-hmm.
practices and this design first approach and the other things that are supported by the MuleSoft, let's say API led connectivity is there or not, these things are ensured by your C4E team. Okay, so in the
Mm-hmm.
class in school you were having a monitor also, right? So it's like a
Correct.
monitor of the class who will check whether
Mm-hmm.
you are doing things correctly or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so here also it says that Center for Enablement. Okay, that's
Mm-hmm.
C4ET.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next is business outcomes. This thing again. Okay, then any point platform will come under technology delivery. As I told you, see, you can see in
Mm-hmm.
any technology delivery, we are having this platform and projects,
Mm-hmm.
because business outcome was related to taking the requirement. Okay, technology
Mm-hmm.
delivery, that means you are going to deliver something, and how you are going to deliver that, you have to perform something. You have to do the coding, you have to do everything. Okay, that will come under this technology delivery, your platform and projects.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Next is your training and support. As I told you that in organization enablement, you will providing the documents, you will be providing the KTs and all, right? So that will come under your organization in enablement. That is center for enablement, internal support, and then training. Clear?
Mm. Clear, clear. Yep.
Okay. So you may get one or two questions related to MuleSoft Catalyst, and that will be based on these three pillars only. So you need to remember these three pillars names, okay, and what
Mm-hmm.
comes under these three pillars, these things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you are aware of SDLC and you are able to relate these three pillars with that SDLC, then it will be easier for you to identify these things. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Yep.
These are the playbooks. If you want me to open any playbook, I can do that. Okay. So while going through that introduction, this catalyst introduction, I told you that this table is important. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because this table is related to the playbooks. Okay, in the playbooks, I like explained you about the categories. Okay, inside
Mm-hmm.
those categories, there will be always these four parts: plan for success, establish the foundation, build to scale, and measure the impact. Okay, so here you can see when I open this business outcome playbook, I can see that there are four stuff. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so these you can open and then you can check. These will be related to your uh, these are the steps. Sorry, my bad. Yes, these are the steps you can open. Yep. You don't need to go in detail for this. You must be aware about what is catalyst, okay, and
Mm-hmm.
what are the three pillars of the catalyst and what comes under those three pillars, okay,
Uh-huh.
and what
Mm-hmm.
are these four terms, whatever we have discussed, these three, four. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's it. That's what you need to remember for the exam. Okay, you don't need to go inside each and every playbook and check this. Okay, it's
Mm-hmm.
it you can use this while working on any project. Like if you want to know what should be the next step and you want to check that, then you can check these documents. So you can
Mm-hmm.
say some pre-built documents are available, some pre-built methodologies are available, and you can consider that as catalyst. That's it. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
catalyst, inside catalyst there will be playbooks. Okay, and playbooks there will be pillars. Three pillars is business outcome. First thing, that is like a taking the requirements and all. Okay, second
Mm-hmm.
thing is your technology delivery. Technology delivery will include everything related to the development and all, so it will be like your
Mm-hmm.
platform and projects. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
platform and projects. And the last one is your organization enablement, that is related to your maintenance, your support part. For that, what you
Mm-hmm.
need: internal support, and C4E team will come to check, right? So center for
Mm-hmm.
enablement will be there, and internal
Mm-hmm.
support, and then the trainings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is all about the catalyst. Okay, so our first
Yeah.
part is completed now.
Yeah.
Any question or anything? I know that this
For
was
now,
theoretical.
right, right. So yeah. Let me ask you one question. So
Yeah.
you mentioned the catalyst is a methodology, and
Hmm.
we have three main pillars. So
Yes.
business outcomes, and the
Yes.
other is technology delivery and organization. But my question is,
Mm-hmm.
uh, so these three pillar, how are
Mm-hmm.
we going to follow? Like, I know the first one, gathering requirement is like before we
Hmm.
start anything, we need to gather something. How are we going to
Yes.
implement and the
Mm-hmm.
development? My question is how architects working this enablement part.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
last pillar.
Hmm.
So
Okay. Okay. So related to the training playbook, you can see first one is your plan for the success, and this what is first thing, that is aggregate the initial roles. So these are like the steps that you can follow. Aggregate the initial roles, then aggregate the broader roles required, then participate in the MuleSoft ambassador program, then access the future trainings, and then measure the training KPIs. It's like that.
Mhm,
Okay, so you need to follow like this: first step, second step, third step, fourth step, and fifth step. So here only the titles are written. If you want to go in the depth, you can open this and you can read it up. Okay.
mhm, mhm. Okay.
So while doing the architect, like for being an architect, you can check if the certificate, like if this is required, you can go through this. But in practical terms, let me tell you, just like being an architect, I haven't opened these any of these documents in my
Okay.
entire journey. I haven't opened that. Okay. But yeah,
Okay.
these are available. So in future, if there will be any requirement for me, let's say if I want to conduct the certification assessment, okay,
Mhm,
and I want to see how to measure the impact and how it is being done, then I can search for this document, and directly I can search for the documents as well. Okay.
mhm.
So in case of anything that I want to search, I can directly search. If the playbook is available, then well and good. Otherwise, you can get like uh you can search here as well. Documents dot mulesoft dot com. This is my second topic that I wanted to cover. Okay. So first one was the catalyst part. Okay.
Mhm,
Now we will move to documents part, like where you can find the documents that are related to the MuleSoft. Okay, so
mhm,
if you are working on a connector and you are not aware how to use that connector, so where to search for that? Okay,
mhm,
so you can go inside docs dot docs dot, sorry, it's like docs dot mulesoft dot com. Okay, so here you will be able to find all the documents that are related to the MuleSoft. See, you will be able to find the documents related to DataWeave as well, and you can check what is new in the MuleSoft as well. Okay, so
mhm,
everything that is related to the MuleSoft, and if you are facing some problems related to the new connector and all, then you can search here. If it is available, then well and good. Otherwise, you can search on GitHub, you can try to search on Stack Overflow and all. Okay, but
mhm,
first search whenever you let's say whenever you face any issue here also. Let me give you an example. I'm having this connector. Okay. Ooh, let's go on simple one. Yep. Let me go on simple one for now. So here you will always find the help button, right?
okay.
This help will always take you to the docs.mulesoft.com.
Mhm, mhm.
Correct. So in case of
Yeah.
any connector or anything related to, if you face any issue related to the MuleSoft, then you can check in the docs.mulesoft.com. And before
Mm,
that, you it if it is related to the how to proceed for a particular project, okay, what should be the steps that needs to be taken, for that you can visit Catalyst, the playbooks one.
mhm.
Okay.
Got
So it is like as defined here: what, when, who, and this is how. Right?
okay. Right, right.
So this is done, and in MuleSoft there was one more link, I think. If you want me to provide the links, I can provide you.
Okay.
Uh, I have already given this knowledgehub.mulesoft.com to you, and the
Mhm,
Catalyst one is also I have shared in the chat. and related to the docs.mulesoft.com. It's also the easiest one. I can give it in the chat. And, okay, and there's one more link. Uh, I can try for that. I'm not that sure that is available or not, but
Mhm.
while studying, I found that one github.com. I'm not sure that GitHub will work because it's my company's laptop, and here this GitHub and GitLab are blocked. MuleSoft Catalyst. Yeah, it's blocked. You can try. I can provide you this thing.
Oh, you need the company credential.
Yeah, yeah. I need the access from the company, so yeah, it's not given. GitHub and like GitLab is blocked, so that no
Mm.
one will post their code publicly.
Right, right. I know.
Because of some shadow resources or new resources. So we encountered some problems that they were posting the codes publicly. They were not aware how to implement CI/CD. They added that to their personal account. So we added this thing. We did this security that we blocked these sites.
Okay.
Yep. So I shared you the link. Is it opening at your end? Can you try
Uh, yeah, I checked.
github.com/.
Let me. I'm checking the last one.
Yes, yeah, last one.
Okay. Yeah, it's open.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's open for me.
Yes.
The
So
music.
here also you can find the documents that are related to the MuleSoft. Okay. So first you can
Mhm.
search in Catalyst. Second, you can search in MuleSoft Docs. And third, you can search it here as well.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So let's move to the documentation part. Like why documentation is required and how you are going to do the documentation and all. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the documents that are already available. Okay. So in case if you have built something and you want to do some documentation and how you are going to document that, you will be creating some flowcharts and all, right? So you can create some flowcharts using draw.io. Not the part of the, like you say, the course, but I
Mm-hmm.
want to show everything as a practical part, so it will be helpful for you. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I added this. Okay. Have you ever used draw.io?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Mermaid is something I only know that. Mermaid.
Okay. Okay. So you need to open the app. You need to open the site that is draw.io. Okay. Let me
Can you
write
share
that
me
in the
the?
chat again. Yes.
Yeah.
Draw.io. So in case in future, if someone will ask you to draw the flowcharts and to draw the architecture diagram, then you can use this site. It is very easy to draw some. There are so many sites that are available, but I always prefer
Mm-hmm.
this one. Okay.
Okay.
So from here you can find this flowchart is available, and see
Mm-hmm.
whenever you hover on any of these documents, any of these sorry images, you can see
Mm-hmm.
that it is written as annotation. Okay, this is written as card. So this is like a decision, right? So this is like a database. Let's say if someone will ask you if the value is, if value is greater than 3, then you need to enter the data in the
Mm-hmm.
database, right?
Right.
So what you can do like this, just click here, just give me a second. Oh, yep, not like this, Baba. this. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
it is the best tool that you can use, and you can whenever you will hover, you will be able to find these names also. So it is
All right.
written like start, right? So here we
Mm-hmm.
are having entity relations as well. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
if someone will ask you to create the entity relation diagram, then also you can create it from here very easily. Okay,
Uh-huh.
like related to the table, if you have to provide the information to customer, then you can create it here. In the meetings also, I try to use this one. Okay, and there is one more good thing about this tool. Like in
Mm-hmm.
case you are creating a diagram and you are not aware uh, like which diagram I should use here, okay, then you can search it. Let's say I want to add a scheduler in my flowchart, so I can just search for scheduler. See, I got the schedulers, so many scheduler
Oh,
which I can use.
okay, okay.
Right, this is a nice thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? So here, if
Uh-huh.
I want to add, if I am sending the data to the Snowflake, let's say, I can write Snowflake. I can search for that. See, I got a symbol for Snowflake.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Same for database. See
Okay.
how many databases I got. I can use any one of them. So
Right.
it's very easy to use. And
Mm-hmm.
it's very
Mm-hmm.
helpful while you are having conversation with the clients. So if you want to
Mm-hmm.
show them before designing, okay, you are creating architecture diagram, you are mentioning that, oh, okay, it will look like this whenever you are getting these types of value, you want to send the data to the database, and there will be two vpcs and all. You can create two boxes for representing the vpcs, and you can show this to the customer, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Correct. Mm-hmm.
So this is how you can create the documents, let's say architecture diagrams and all. It will be like a
Mm-hmm.
physical view. You can provide the logical view, integration. You can add some securities and all, everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. So now our next topic is requirements. Okay. Let me move back. Okay, I haven't written about that. Let me write that thing. This is the these things are the part of your first module. Okay.
All right. Okay. Got it.
Okay. So I think you also have that syllabus which
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
provided
Yeah.
by CourseJet. Yeah.
Yeah. They
So
already shown me. Yes.
yes, so this is related to your first module. Okay. So first module was basically mainly for the catalyst thing, and second part is your requirements. So whenever you go to the client,
Second
so
part is
how
your
you
requirement.
take the requirements? Hello.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. I'm
So have you ever used Jira?
correct. Yes, I did.
Yes, perfect. So, you are aware of user stories,
Right. Uh,
use cases,
mm-hmm. Yeah.
right?
For
So,
task.
whenever,
Yeah.
yes, you're right. Task and all, yes. So, whenever you go to the customer, you take some requirements, right? After taking
Mm-hmm.
the requirements, what you do, you try to split them in multiple, let's say, functions or multiple user stories. Okay, each
Mm-hmm.
user story will be for a particular feature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it will be like a short and precise description of any functionality that you are getting from the customer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it
Yep.
will be the, you can say, you will take a week or more to complete this one. Okay, right?
Okay.
So so first part, under the requirements, it will be how you are taking the requirements, how you are splitting them, and you are splitting them into the user stories. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so the term here is user stories. And second term that you need to be aware of, that use cases.
Mm.
So let's say customer will ask you that you have to create a API that will uh, extract the order from database 1 and push it to the Snowflake. Okay, let me
Mhm.
show you by the diagram. Okay, database 1 and Snowflake. DB1, and let's say this is DB2, and this is your Snowflake. You are aware of Snowflake?
Is application like
Mm-hmm.
no? Is it? I hit
Okay.
somewhere. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Snowflake is a data warehouse. It's like your database only. Okay. It's like lots of data is being settled there. Okay. Which can be used for the reporting purpose. So it's a data warehouse. Okay.
Okay.
But for now, let's see. Let's use DB3 for now. Okay. Let's say we are
Okay.
having MySQL for
Okay.
understanding, right? So let's say you got a requirement where customer asks you to send the orders from DB1 to DB3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then customer asks you to send this DB2 to DB3 orders. In both the cases, orders are being sent. Okay. And first and from
Mm-hmm.
DB1, and second in second case it is from DB2. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So you will be having one process API. Let's say the name of that process API is orders, right? And
Mm-hmm.
there will be three system APIs, one for DB1, second for DB2, and third one for DB3, right?
Okay. Yep.
One process API and three system APIs. So this process API is called your orders API, right? So,
Okay.
but in this process API, you will be having two use cases. So these
Mm-hmm.
are the use cases here. One use case, two use case.
Okay.
Clear?
Uh, like the story, I understand, but when you
Mm-hmm.
come to use case, so are you
Mm-hmm.
going to split this story features into
Mm-hmm.
cases?
No, 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 no. User stories are the just a features. It's like a short and precise description of just a functionality, little bit functionality and all. But
All right.
use case is a different thing. Use case is a bigger picture, you can say. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
In the bigger picture, in the use case, you may have some user stories.
Okay. Okay. The okay. High level. Okay. I
Okay.
thought like okay, got it. I just switch. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So to
Uh-huh.
create the user stories, you can use Rely. Rely is one tool. Okay. You can use Jira.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You may have Azure DevOps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can have this in ServiceNow as well. Have you ever
Yeah.
used ServiceNow or Zendex?
Yes.
Yes. So
Service
you
now.
will
Yeah.
be able to relate it, right?
Yeah.
You have that status thing that it is in progress and you are working on that. It's like that, right? In
Yeah.
Jira
Yeah.
also it's the same thing. Yeah. So now you will be able to relate that. Okay. Now
It has Zendesk
discovering
the
the
same like.
requirements. Yeah, yeah. Sorry. Yep. Zendex is a disk. Sorry, it's disk. Zendex are
Yeah.
it is similar to ServiceNow. It is also for disk. Okay, it is
Okay.
also used for the same purpose. Ticket
Okay.
management
Okay.
system, you can say. Yeah.
Okay. Got
So these are like how you are going to take the requirement. Now the term comes is discovering the requirements. Like uh,
it. Mm-hmm.
what is the type of that requirement? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
discovering requirements. So discovering requirements is like a type of requirement, as I said. So first one is functional requirement.
Mm-hmm.
Functional requirement. Second one is non-functional requirement.
Mm-hmm.
And third one was related to SLA. Okay. So first one, as I said, functional requirements. Functional requirements are those requirements in which it is like how the system is going to respond on the inputs. It
Mm-hmm.
is related to the functionality of something. Okay. So whatever the input you are getting, how your system will respond to that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For example, like whenever the user click on uh, the button to see all orders by the link, he will be able to see the orders, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it is called the functional requirement. It is basically how the functionality will be there. Next is non-functional requirement. Non-functional
Mm-hmm.
requirements are the external constraints. Okay, so it will
Mm-hmm.
be like let me give you an example. Like let's say if customer asks that my order database, like where I am storing all the orders information, should support the cache system. Okay, it is not basically depending on your functionality. Okay, it is not like based on your flow that you are creating. It is based on your system, right?
Mm-hmm.
That the database should support the cache thing. So these comes under non-functional requirements. Is it clear?
No. Can you repeat both? The functional in. Uh,
Okay. So whenever you create a user story, now this user story,
mm-hmm.
that means you are providing some features, right?
Yep.
That means you are
Correct.
going to create some functionality. Let's say for a front-end developer, front-end developer, he is asked to create one button by which the
Mm.
form will be submitted. Okay, so
Okay.
he is adding some functionality, right? So that is called functional requirement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
that is related to some functionality. That means there will be some you will be providing some input, and based on that input you will be doing some task. Okay, and something
Mm-hmm.
will be you will get something as output. So this will be like a you there will be some functionality. There will be some button, you will be pressing that, you will get the information. This is called
Mm-hmm.
functional requirement. Okay, for that you create the user stories.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next thing is non-functional requirement. Non-functional requirement is not related to like creating a button and then doing it and all. Okay. Let's say if you are having a system, for example, that
Mm-hmm.
I have given to you, that you are having a database. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for that database, you want to let's say you want to enable the cache in that database, in that database only. You are not creating any flow, you are not creating any functionality.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So that will come under non-functional requirement. It will be
Okay.
related to your performance. Okay, the first
Correct.
one was
So.
related to the functionality based on your
Mm-hmm.
user story. Okay, and non-functional requirement will be based on your performance. Let's say for example in the in example, in the mule, functional
Mhm.
requirement is like you need to create a flow for orders.
Okay.
Flow
Okay.
for orders. Okay.
Mhm.
Non-functional requirements will be like you need to add a policy
Okay. Okay.
to that orders flow where you are checking the response time
Mhm. Mhm.
is not greater than 3 seconds. So this is called non-functional requirement. Okay, you are not creating a flow, you are just creating a policy to just check whether this functionality is this thing is there or not. Okay,
Mhm.
this is related to the performance.
Okay. Let me
Performance.
add one thing. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. Let me interrupt. For example, yeah, when you are, my question is in non-functional, when you are creating, for example, inflow, and if you are like until successful and you put the policy like 3 second, 2 second to process the flow, that is like it's
No,
non-functional.
no, it will be the part of functional because that will be the part of your flow, right? For non-functional, it is like if you want to enable the login in the any point
Okay.
platform you are going and you are enabling a logging for a particular API, that will come under non-functional. If you are
Okay.
enabling the monitoring,
Mm-hmm.
right, so that will come under non-functional. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so you're creating a orders flow. Let's not say the policy for now. It will, I understand that this is kind of like creating confusion. Let's say enable monitoring.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that will come under non-functional requirement.
Got it.
For
Okay.
functional requirement, you need to create a flow. Okay. There
Okay.
was one more SLA. I need to check that again, but sorry. Yep. I need to check that again, but I know a little bit about that. So I can tell you. So, as you said that you have worked on service now. Okay. So in
Mm-hmm.
that there was one SLA, right? That is service level agreement,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that is also the part of your non-functional requirement. Sorry, non-functional requirement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it will be like if the customer needs that 99.9% of uptime should be there. Okay, so that will come under SLA. So mainly there are two categories that are functional and non-functional, but sometimes they add one more category that is called SLA. But SLA should be the part of your non-functional requirement only. SLA is like you are not going beyond the limits that are provided. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're right.
so that are the part of the agreement, let's say. Okay, as the name specifies, service level agreement. In the service you
Mm-hmm.
provided this agreement that this is the agreement, we can't go beyond that. There should be 5 hits, okay, per second. Then
Mm-hmm.
beyond those 5 hits, if there will be any hit, then it will be passing your SLA. It will get escalated, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this is discovering the requirements.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so this is also the part of your first module. Okay, and then what we have, let me check. Is there any doubt till now, like whatever we have studied?
No, I'm good.
Okay, perfect. These all are in the theory part. Okay, I tried to explain them with the practical examples and all so that you will be able to relate and remember these terms. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let me check what was the syllabus and what else we can discuss today. Start using architecture template for course, case study, and describe how the integration solution any point platforms are documented. Summarize architect of this. Okay. So while studying, I was working on these flow charts where I was checking out like what all views are there: logical view, process view, development view, physical view. But those were not the part of the exam, you can say. Okay, like what
Mhm.
all types of documents that can be created by the architect while while having a discussion with client. Okay,
Mhm.
these were the terms, or you can say these were the topics that I studied at that time, but those are not the part of the syllabus.
Mhm.
Okay, so just give me a minute. I can check if I can have anything else. Walk through the review the catalyst. I have shown you the catalyst. I have shown you what all documents are there, how you can work on that. So next part is NFRs and FRs. That also we have discussed. This one functional requirements, and these are
Mhm.
NFRs. Okay, FRs and
Mhm.
NFRs. Okay, and then NFRs, and then architecture, views of the system and subsystem, views of interactions, logical data model, operations. Then user stories also we have discussed. Okay, so inside the user story, there was one point. Uh, User stories are often used in the agile development and they have specific format. Okay, I can show you the format of the user story. Just give me a second for that. And sorry, next time I will prepare the data. I was having short of time, so I
Mm.
was not able to do that. Yep. So this is the example of user story template. Okay. It will be
Mhm.
like as a what type of user and I want or need to this goal. This will be the goal, and so that the business objective like this. So this is
Mhm.
the template for the user story, and this is the example. Okay. But in
Mhm.
exam, you will not be getting this type of things because
Mhm.
it will just contain about the catalyst and what's the difference between FRs and NFRs. That is the most important thing. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
There is one more slide that I got from not from MuleSoft, but yeah, while studying, I checked this one. That is the functional requirements are often discovered from the user stories, as I said. Okay, so
Mhm.
functional requirements you will get from the user stories. It will be like triggering events and acceptance criteria or the other expected outcomes,
Mhm.
expected errors and error handling. That will come under your functional requirement. Okay,
Okay.
like how
Yeah.
you are going to create the flow, how you will be doing the error handling for that particular flow. Okay, and what is the acceptance criteria? That means whenever you will be accepting or whenever you will be getting the hit, what should be the required fields that should be there. Okay, and
Mhm.
expected outcome, like what should be the response look like. That will come under your functional requirement. Okay, in the
Mhm.
non-functional requirement, those are the quality attributes. They may exist beyond the user stories. As I said, that you can enable the logging, you can enable the monitoring. That will come under non-functional requirements. right? And it
Mhm.
is written that may be invented by the industry or other external authorities. Let's say if it is defined by the company, you are working for a company where a standard documentation needs to be created. Okay, after
Mhm.
creating any use case, that will come under non-functional requirement, because it is not the part of your functionality, but you are doing it as a standardization part, right?
Mhm.
Those are non-functional requirements like creating the documents and all. Okay, and place constraints on functional requirements. Okay, so whenever you place any constraint on the functional requirement, that is also considered under the non-functional. Okay, so here they have given the example as well. Let's say you are aware of sso.
So
sso
what?
sso single sign on.
No.
Okay, we will be looking into that in our other sessions. But single sign on, as the name specifies, that with the same user, let's say it is John dot something, John dot ABC for now. Okay, with this
Mm.
same user, you can log in into multiple sites. Okay, so you are using Google, right? You use Google. Okay,
Right.
with the
Correct.
same user, you can access the Gmail account, right? You can access your Drive, right?
Okay.
Okay, so you are
Is that like
using the only
OpenID?
the yes,
Okay.
yes, you can implement the sso by using SAML or OpenID.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
right, OpenID.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so by using SAML or OpenID, you can create this thing. It's sso,
Mhm.
single sign on. That means with a single user you are able to
Mhm.
enter into multiple sites, multiple applications. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
here, if you are having a functionality and over that functionality you are adding this type of security, this is not the part of your functionality, right?
Mhm.
This is something else. This is related to the performance, or this is related to the security, right? So this will
Mhm.
come under non functional.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
so this is the example for that, creating sso. Okay,
Yeah.
and here second example is the system must survive mule runtime restarts. Okay, so for
Uh-huh.
cloud hub deployment, you know that there is zero downtime,
Right. Yeah.
right? So whenever you restart, or whenever you say that whenever you do the deployment, that is having the zero downtime thing. Okay, that also comes under non functional. That's not the part of the functionality. This is the upper hand that you are providing, extra thing.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay,
Okay.
next example is if a system is if the offline for 30 seconds, the status page must appear. Okay, so whenever someone creates a website and let's say the server is down, you may get that the server is down or something like error, or you can see a standard screen. Okay,
Mhm.
that also comes under non-functional, they are saying. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so these are the functional and non-functional requirements. So that comes under discovering the requirements. Okay, that's
Mhm.
also the part of your first module. And next part was how to identify and document interactions for each use case or user story, the details of the Okay, let me tell you briefly about that logical view, process view, and the development view and physical view. Okay, but these are for your understanding, but mostly the question will not come from that. Okay, but
Mhm.
let me explain you that as well, so that it will be helpful for your future and all. So whenever you get any requirement, or any, if you have to create any document or diagram, there are four types of views. Okay. First one is your logical view. Second one is your process view. Third one is your development view. Is it fine if from next time if I take 15 minutes or 10 minutes test in the end so that to check
Yeah,
whether we are on same page or not. We
sure.
can
Yeah, we
discuss
can
the
combine.
answers as well. Right?
Yeah, sure.
So I will be preparing the data based on that. Like I will be keeping the time for that.
Okay.
They haven't provided me any guide or anything. Okay. So the first one is logical view. Okay. Logical view is the high level view which is based on your functional requirement.
Mhm.
Okay. Next is your process view. This is the high level one. Okay. Okay. Next one is the process level. Okay. Which will explain the process at low level. Okay. Logical view will say that yes, you will be getting data from ABC. You have to push the data to PQR, and in the mid, you will be having a mapping. This is the high level part
Mhm.
of the functionality,
Mhm.
right? In the
Mhm. Okay.
process, it will be low level. Okay. It will be low level, and you will be defining the steps
Okay.
for logical view, right? To achieve the logical view, you can say. Okay. So as I said that in the first one, you said that you will be accessing the data from this and you will be doing the mapping and then you will be pushing the data to this. But how you are going to extract? Okay. First go to
Mhm.
this API and then collect the data, then check this validation and then do this mapping and then check the validation again and then push the data to PQR. That will come under
Mhm.
your process view where you are defining the steps. Okay.
Mhm.
It will be like a sequential diagram. Okay. So next one
Mhm.
is development view. Development view is logical view plus process view. It will be the input for the developer. Okay. So this this is a development view. This flow, this flow
Mhm.
chart. Okay. So you can whenever you want to take the screenshot, here you can see this button. This will take the snapshot of this particular flow. Okay. So this is called your development view. Okay.
Mhm.
That a
Okay.
developer will use. Last one is your physical view. Physical view is all above views as a input by the operational team. So it will be used by the operational team. Okay. It will be like if let's say acha, I'm in paint only. Sorry. So if you say that customer said that two VPCs are required, one for production and one for your development.
Mhm.
Okay. So this thing and then architecture inside that, whatever you will create at the operational level, so that you will be sharing with the operations team. Okay. That will come under physical view. Okay.
Mhm.
So these are the four views while you are creating the diagrams and you are sharing them with the customer. Okay. So now you are aware of Catalyst. Now you are aware of documents. Now you are aware of flowcharts. Okay. And now you are aware of requirements and how to split those requirements and how to discover the requirements. Clear?
Yeah,
Is there
I
any
have one
doubt?
question. Yeah. So you said for in process view is a
Hmm.
logical view is input
Hmm.
for process view, and also
Hmm.
the development view is adding of logical view and process view.
Hmm.
So
Okay. Okay. So logical view. Let me help you out to understand. Just a second. Mm, Yep. So if you are having this draw.io stuff, okay, and customer said that you will be having one scheduler,
mhm,
okay, and you have to pick up the data from system A,
mhm,
request to system A, okay, and then you have to do the mapping, and then you have to send this data to system B, okay.
mhm, yeah,
Let's say, so this will be your logical view, the first thing. Okay.
okay,
Second part was your uh, process view. Okay. So inside the mapping or inside like how I am accessing the data from system A. Okay. I haven't mentioned it anywhere. Right. So
mhm,
let's
mhm,
say while doing the mapping for that, first I need to see whether if data is not equals to null.
mhm,
Let me do this. Okay, and let me add one block here. And I am saying if data is not null, then uh, add um, add extra object.
mhm,
Okay, then I want to do the mapping. Simple mapping is there. Okay, then I
mhm,
need to get some data from system C,
mhm,
and the last is merge the data. And sorry, this is not the last one. Now the last one is send data to system B. So
okay,
this will be your process view where you explained all the steps that are required in that particular use case, right?
okay,
So in the logical view, you just explain that this is my use case from system A. I am extracting the data, then I will be doing the mapping, and then I will be sending the data to the system B. Okay.
correct.
So that was a logical view. And this one where you are mentioning the steps, this is the process view. And when you start developing these things. This is just a diagram, right? When you start developing these things in the AnyPoint Studio, then this flow is called your developer view,
Okay.
development view. Okay, where you are actually applying the code, where you are actually having the connectors. Okay,
Mhm, mhm,
so
okay.
this is called your development view. And last, physical view architects usually create, you must have seen that some architects have these uh, flow charts where they mention that two VPCs are there and the data is going from one VPC and it is using
Mm,
VPN. There is some AWS peering and everything like whatever it is there. That is explained in that diagram.
mhm,
Okay,
correct.
so that you are going to share with the operations team. So that is called physical view.
Okay.
Clear? Any question?
Clear now. No, I'm clear.
Okay, perfect. Just give me a second, then let me check if anything else is remaining. Architects are documented with the various diagrams and notations. Okay. So which all diagrams are there? Let me tell you. There are multiple types of diagrams. You can search about them. Like even I haven't used those, and I we usually use this logical view, process view, and development view and physical view. But there are some terminologies which are being used for these, like UML is there, Archimate, Archimate 3 is there, FMC. Okay, you can search about these. I will be providing this list. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
isometric topology, topology. Okay, and something was BPMN. So these are the terminologies that are being used, that these types of diagrams are usually created by the architects. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you get to know about these, you will be able to understand them easily. Okay.
Okay.
So I can let me provide you this list. So if you want to search for them, you can search. Okay.
Okay.
Just give me a second. Or I can do one thing. I can write them here so that every day, whenever I will write these points, I will be providing you these points so that you can revise these points, right?
Yep. Yep. That's good. Helpful.
So, and views also, I can mention it here so that it will be helpful for you. Logical. Then second one was, what was the second one? Hmm? I'm not
Process.
going to write. Process.
Process
Yes. Yes.
development and
Devil.
physics.
And the last one was,
Physical.
yes, these are the views. And else we have, uh, let me check. Okay, so these flow charts that we are creating in draw.io, okay, these are free form. Like we are creating it by ourselves. We are mentioning that yes, this is the decision box. Those are Archimate terms. Okay, those are
Mm-hmm.
Archimate 3 terms, but still we are making it use as a free form. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the thing, and if you want to see those diagrams, I have one more thing for you. Let me show you. Okay, this stuff. So UML will look like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, FMC and Archimate will look like this, where you are having a one, then from these three are there, like that. Okay, this is called Archimate
Mm-hmm.
3. Okay, and this one is no, this one is Archimate 3, my bad. This one is Archimate 3, and this one is FMC. It is written wrong. This one is FMC. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
otherwise you can search about these things. Okay, I have already provided the names. This will not be coming in the exam, but these are very helpful for your like journey as an architect.
Okay.
So next part is there is one exercise. Wow. Okay, review the example. Architect lead from the MuleSoft Catalyst. Okay, so exercise was the same thing, like how to access the catalyst. We have already done that, right? So we
Mm-hmm.
have already seen how the catalyst is, how to view the catalyst, and how to check out the playbooks, what all steps are there, everything. Yeah. So that comes under the exercise in the MuleSoft.
Mm.
Okay, so yep, your first module is completed. Okay,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
so this is all that was there in the first module. So if you go for the MuleSoft, direct MuleSoft, let's say training and all, there also you will be, they will be teaching the same topics. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
these are the topics that comes under module 1. So yep, any question related to the module 1?
Mm, no, I'm good, I think.
Okay, so if there are no questions, I think we can wrap up.
Uh, okay, just let me ask you one question before you wrap up.
Yes.
For I understand how we're going to create user in the requirement gathering part. So
Hmm.
the use cases,
Hmm.
uh, can you repeat one more time, please? The use case. I have some doubt. So how we
Hmm.
are creating the use
Okay.
case.
Yes. 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 Sure. 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 Sure.
Mhm.
Okay. Uh. Yep. Yep. Let me explain you with the diagram. Let's. Uh, I have this habit of explaining everything as like diagrams or
Yes,
practical
picture
stuff.
is good. Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
So, in the last example that I gave you, that from system A, system B, and we have one system C.
Mm-hmm,
Okay, this is system 1, system 2, and system 3. Okay,
mm-hmm.
from system 1, we are sending the orders data
Okay,
to system 2 by using MuleSoft. Okay,
okay.
from system 3, also we are sending the orders data
Mm-hmm,
to system 2. Okay, so in the layman terms, what we can say, we have one use case where we have to send the data from system 1 to system 2, right? In the
mm-hmm,
layman terms, we can say that. Similarly, we can say that we have another use case where we have to send the data from system 3 to system 2.
mm-hmm,
Okay, these are the use cases. Okay, and let's move to the user stories now.
mm-hmm,
Inside this use case, let's say if the customers say that there should be a feature, let me explain you, like while doing the mapping, there should be a validation whether the order is from person A or not. If the order
mm-hmm,
is from person A, then only send it to the system 2. Otherwise, no. So
mm-hmm,
this is a feature for that particular use case, right?
mm-hmm,
So this will come under your user story. This is a feature. Specific feature is there. Here you haven't specified anything. You just provided a use case that you have to transfer the data there. That's it.
mm-hmm,
Everything is like that is messed up. You are not aware about the each functionality that will be there. You are just it is like a logical view. You just know that you have to pick up the data from here and you have to send it there. So this is the use case that is given to you.
mm-hmm,
This is a task that is given to you. Okay, inside that, what are the functionalities, what are the features will be there? Those are your user stories.
okay,
Okay,
okay. Yeah, yeah,
clear?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, any
So,
other question? Sorry.
so
Yep.
in the use case, so it's like high level, like logical. You mean?
Yes.
So, but yeah. So when we add the features, so
Mhm,
uh, so we are adding the features. Like if you have,
mhm,
if you mentioned the example, like for example, you adding validation to system
mhm,
A to system B, how we are order is sending. So,
mhm,
but are we going? How are we going to add these features based on
Mm-hmm.
how are we going to raise these features?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Uh,
So where
uh,
do we get this
uh,
feature? Yeah.
yes, yes. I am really sorry. I messed it up. Yeah, I'm really sorry. Now I got your point. I am really sorry for that. So in Jira, if you get the requirement, you always says that as a user story. Yes, now I got it. I now understood that. Like there should be no technical knowledge. I just mistermed both of them. I'm really sorry for that. Okay. Yep. So these are the user stories basically, where no technical knowledge is required. You have to complete this task in 1 or 2 week, let's say. Okay. So if customer ask you that you have to develop this flow that will transfer the data from this to this, right? So this will come under the user story. My bad. I'm really sorry for that. Okay. So yes,
Mm-hmm.
this will in the Jira you will be creating a ticket, or in the service now you will be creating a ticket for a user story, not for a use case. Use case is just like the small task, that is how you are performing these stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yes,
Yeah.
you are right that this is the user story. That this, if you want to transfer the order from system 1 to system 2, that will come under user story. And how you are doing that, how you are achieving your goal, that will come under use case.
Okay.
Okay.
Now it's clear. Yeah. Hierarchy.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. My bad, my bad. I understood
Yeah.
it wrong. Yeah, now I just searched and I found it back. Yeah, and that was there in my
Okay.
notes as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep. And here also I can mention user stories, feature, and use cases. Use cases is, let's say, describes what user is doing to achieve the goal, right? And here it will be like a description of the functionality.
Mm-hmm.
No tech knowledge, knowledge, quiet. Right? Yeah, I'm really sorry to mess it up. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Any other question?
No. No, I'm good
Okay,
for now.
perfect. I'm sharing this in the chat for now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there any study material or something that is written? In the last, I will add this as a study material for you, right?
Okay. Sure. That's good.
Because in the chat, it will be like a mess up data. Yep.
Mm. Yeah. Let me copy.
Yeah, I will add this as a study guide for you. Study
Mm-hmm.
material. Yep, I think we can wrap up today's session.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, yep. Thanks a lot, John. Thanks for
Thank
your
you.
time.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye
Thanks.
bye. Have a nice day.
Bye. You too, the same. Bye.
Yeah, thanks.